Welcome to Breakups, Broken Hearts, and Moving On with Janice Formicella. I'm Janice Formicella, a breakup coach passionate about supporting others to learn from their breakups, overcome loneliness, love being single, and see the end of a relationship as the beginning of a magical, sexy new chapter in life. I am here each week to share with you the tools that I have learned through my own painful breakups, through hitting rock bottom more than once, and through working with people all around the world to heal their broken hearts. If you are looking for hope and strength to move on from your breakup and resources to enjoy your new life, you are in the right place, and I've got your back. The affirmation I would like you to take away from today's episode is, I love myself and make myself a priority. Once again, I love myself and make myself a priority. Hey, everyone. It is so good to be back. Some of you may have noticed, I hope some of you noticed at least, that I have been gone for a little bit here, took a little break. And that is because I have been getting a new podcast off the ground, a second podcast. Isn't that exciting? Got a little podcast network now. I hope that you will all go over and follow Sex and the Solo Girl, wherever you listen to podcasts. It is a much spicier show and full of fun, edgy, and informative content. I am going to continue to produce Breakups, Broken Hearts, and Moving On. Yay. I love doing this. I absolutely love helping people through breakups, and I am going to still be here. Just needed to take a short hiatus. I'm back today to talk about the early days of a breakup and one of my favorite ways to cope, and that is to take a week or two to spoil yourself rotten. Here is my challenge to you. Take a look at your calendar and cancel anything that you either don't have to do. So, in my opinion, like anything that's not income generating, perhaps, or anything that you don't want to do. And yeah, for a lot of you, that might be family functions. Leave all of this time clear to give you the option to just do whatever you feel like. Let your intuition guide you here. Once again, the affirmation, I love myself and make myself a priority. Whether you are fresh off of a breakup or feeling stuck, I know some of you just get to the place where you're like, I just don't know what to do anymore. It may be time for a reset. And indulgence might just be the perfect button to push. Do you have faith? That is a big part of the healing journey. Don't forget that. Would you want to maybe try something new? Are you ready for that? Get out of your head. Think of all the ways you can possibly spoil yourself and settle in for a few weeks of pure pleasure, both guilty and not so guilty. Oh, before I go on, I wanted to mention that I have a new ebook out. Yay. And this is actually one of the chapters. It's time to indulge. And this is something I came up with on my own a few years back when I was just starting breakup coaching. The book covers my 3-part process to beating your breakup. And it is at a special price to celebrate the new podcast launch. The link is at the top of the show notes. Go and grab it. You will love it. Back to indulgence. The next 2 to 3 weeks of your life is all about you. So you got to get really non-judgy. You got to get super unapologetically indulgent, spoiling yourself. If something feels good and distracts your mind and body from the breakup and from the pain of it and from the rumination, just fucking go for it. Let me tell you a little bit about how it works. And starting with how I discovered how effective this is. I am divorced. Some of you may know I got divorced pretty young. It was absolutely devastating. And this ended up being like the secret to my success. And it's also when I discovered or that I want to become a breakup coach. So I was pretty indulgent. Do you want to know what I did? I was actually paying for my apartment in Brooklyn because my ex had moved out. So I really needed both to relax when I wasn't like nannying full time and distract myself from I don't know, distract myself from my negative thoughts during my leisure time. So remember, no judgment zone here. I was pretty lazy. I think that I spent probably 3 weeks, especially on the weekends and evenings, watching like super obscure Netflix documentaries, like some that I don't even think are available anymore. And I watched the entire 6 seasons of The L Word, such a good breakup show. I ate so many Pringles. Definitely a guilty pleasure there. I played so much Tetris while I watched the movies and the TV. I, of course, enjoyed a bottle of red wine here and there, or maybe more than here and there. And I often did all of those things at once. Ooh, wow. It felt so good. It was so awesome. I'm even just sitting here thinking now about all of these things and just like, wow, I would just melt into my couch and just, yeah, just zone out and just, it was juicy. So what was I doing? I was giving in to like my most basic cravings. I was also doing some things that my ex really wouldn't like quote allow me to do or support me in doing. Oh my God, it was so relaxing to just be like, I'm doing it without any of the criticism or the judgment or trying to get me to do something else. He would actually take away my Tetris game. I had one of those little handheld like Game Boys. He hid it from me multiple times because he didn't like that I would play it. He never let me watch what he wanted on TV. And I mean, getting a thing of Pringles, it was just going to be, lots of teasing. Like I said, oh my God, I was so relaxed after he moved out and so relaxed just being able to do these things that, I mean, some of them I hadn't really done in years. And I mean, he would have never watched the L Word with me. I'll say that. I absolutely relaxed. I healed. It was kind of hard to eat after, the breakup. I think that's a symptom that a lot of people have. And so, you know what, just saying fuck it and grabbing a thing of Pringles, it was good for me. It really was. I appreciated myself for doing this. I just as much as I would appreciate someone else for spoiling me, almost I appreciated myself for doing it. And I really started using the term self love for maybe even the first time in my life. I learned that I can be really great company to myself. And as many of you will know, these are both things that still really, really, really serve me. So, how to get started? What is a guilty pleasure for you? If you've been in a relationship for a while, this might be actually kind of hard to tune into. And so, like I said, kind of go with your instincts, sit down and just think, what would feel good? Really let it come to you. And also know that you are allowed to do this. You are allowed to put yourself first right now. You need to heal. And this is a great way to do it. I mean, even feeling physically better helps a lot of people in the healing journey. And so let's, really, really, really think hard about this and come up with a bunch of ideas. Some of mine include taking a long walk in the park in the morning, often just going around. I love to cuddle in bed and watch The Sopranos. And I've probably watched that show, I don't know, 20 times or so. That was actually one thing that my ex did like to do at night was to watch The Sopranos like almost every night. And I still enjoy it. I love, yeah, getting all cuddled up in my bed, turning it on my laptop. Oh, so good. I really like pizza, gluten-free pizza with ranch dressing. I am one of those people. And I love to have it with like a couple glasses of red wine, like in the middle of the week. Oh my God, it's such a good combination. I absolutely get into true crime, whether it be a podcast or 2020 or however many hundreds of shows you can now stream. Ooh, that's a good one as well. On the weekends, I really like to just wander around my neighborhood and just sometimes for miles and just see what I discover. I live in Denver. I often will kind of stumble upon, a restaurant that I don't know about, maybe take a little note, maybe come across a bar I'm not familiar with, go in and check it out. It's really relaxing. It also gets me moving, gets me out of the house. That's when I really like. And I don't know what people think about this, but I really like to make popcorn on the stove top. And you might be surprised how well pickles go with it. And I always pair it with true crime. For some reason that's another good combination that I love. What about you? I want to know what being indulgent or spoiling yourself looks like to you. I'd really, really love to cheer you on. And remember, when you're kind of thinking about this, you don't have to answer to anybody. You don't have to tell anyone what you're doing. You don't have to explain it. You deserve to do whatever you need to do to just find comfort right now. And yes, you may still think about your breakup. You may still think about your ex, but slowly these distractions will actually distract you, especially if they're things that are making you feel good. And that is, I think, one reason why, the shows help me so much is because it distracts me. I start focusing on the show, especially true crime, because you want to find out what happens. Okay, I surveyed my community and kind of did my own think, and I came up with a list of ideas to start spoiling yourself in if you are drawing a blank. So one thing I thought of is I think a lot of people may enjoy getting Uber Eats or something easy in the evening. If this is you, why not think about actually ordering from maybe your favorite nice restaurant and like ordering a bunch of courses, get like the whole entire spread that you may have gotten if you actually went to the restaurant and get that delivered. Wouldn't that be better than, kind of a grab and go or a pizza or something? I think that sounds really cool. Of course, a bubble bath. A bunch of people responded that, a good old bubble bath is still what their go to for self care. A walk in the mountains. A few people mentioned this. Totally get that that's not accessible to everyone. But, if you can swing it, that might really do the trick. Buy yourself something. There must be something that you've had your eye on for a while or something that you just think you'd really like to have, something that would be fun to open up. I do this. Well, I do this a lot. And it does feel really good. Go on a day trip. There must be something within driving distance that you can go and do for fun. And that will get you out of the house, get you out of your head, maybe see something new. Let's give that a try. That's what's one of my go-tos as well. And if you go on a day trip, I really like you to share it with me. This is something that's indulgent and that I actually encourage you to do is just get extra sleep. Sleep in on the weekends. Take a nap. Some of this can be really, really indulgent and really important after a breakup. So I say if you're, feeling the need for extra sleep, lean into it. Remember, this is just 2 or 3 weeks of indulgence. Definitely after you kind of go through this and you're ready to get to the next stage, we're going to work together to get you out of bed more and more. But let's just go easy for right now. Buy a dessert that you wouldn't normally treat yourself to. When I was in Australia, there were these ice cream bars. Well, I don't remember what they called, but they were honeycomb chocolate ice cream bars. It was so good. And when I was feeling down, I would get one of those for myself. Yeah, just go for it right now. Have someone else come in and clean. Maybe hiring a cleaner to just come once or twice during this period. I think that was going to feel really good because you're not going to need to do it. And your house is going to look and feel nicer, which I think is quite indulgent. So, yeah, maybe consider that. And of course, like I do, binge a favorite show. I do often suggest, yeah, especially when it comes to media, to and TV shows, especially if you're going to really get sucked in, maybe watch something that you are already familiar with so that it's comforting, you know what's going to happen, etc. And along those lines, if zoning out and watching movies is possibly your outlet, I've got an entire list of breakup movies. I really want to share it with you. I'm really into breakup movies, breakup media. First of all, a lot of you will know that I love Queer Eye on Netflix. I know it's not a movie, but it is such a feel good. I've never watched an episode of that show and not felt better after, felt hope for humanity. Another show that is just a feel good and actually portrays a breakup or two. Grace and Frankie. Try and watch it without smiling. I love that show. So now for some movies. Chocolat. It is so beautiful. It's just a feel good. It gives you ideas of all these sweet things you might want to munch on. It's got, strong women. It's got people taking charge of their lives. Go and turn it on. It's fun. Julie and Juliet. I just think it's another, like I said, go-to feel-good movie. It's got funky, creative women who really, again, take matters into their own hands. And these suggestions are for men and women alike, okay? Okay. Forgetting Sarah Marshall, the movie's just hilarious. It has like this kind of screw you component to it. I think that if you're going through a breakup, that might be really cathartic to watch. Amelie, I think, is a good breakup movie. I think that Amelie is a great movie because it inspires me to stay open to just possibilities in life that haven't even presented themselves to me yet. And when you're going through a breakup and you're having trouble looking forward to the future, seeing the future, accepting the future that you wanted is not really on the cards anymore, I think that this might really inspire you. I watched it after my divorce and I was really moved and it gave me a lot of hope. And it's a really pretty movie. All right. Marie Antoinette with Kirsten Dunst. Okay. I watch this movie a lot when I'm kind of feeling lackluster. It is so pleasing to the eyes. There are a lot of historical inaccuracies. Okay, I'm just going to let you know that. It's beautiful. It's easy on the eyes. It has some fun music. It's got so many pastels. And yeah, it's great. Just try it out. And of course, fried green tomatoes. Obviously a no-brainer if you're going through a breakup. This movie is just so good, isn't it? I love the plot. I love, the storytelling. I love the revenge plots. That's cool, isn't it? So what do you think of these movies? Are you ready for a week or 2 or 3 of pure indulgence? I hope that you will come over to Instagram. Let me know how things are going for you. Are you going through a breakup? Let me know. Is there maybe some sort of breakup conundrum that you'd like me to cover on the show? Are you interested in breakup coaching? Let's chat. I make it accessible to everybody. If you like this episode, let me know. If you love one of the movies, or if you just want to say hi, come over and do it. And of course, don't forget to go and check out Sex and the Solo Girl. Enjoy your indulgence. And with that, I am sending you so much strength for the week ahead. Thank you for listening to Breakups, Broken Hearts, and Moving On with Janice Formicella. I sincerely hope that you found today's episode inspirational or useful. I would love to support you on your healing journey. All you have to do is send me a message on Instagram at Breakups Podcast or email me at breakupspodcast@gmail.com and I will be in touch to get you started. Remember, if you are struggling with a broken heart, your feelings are temporary. I am sending you so much love and luck for the week ahead. You've got this.